Hi, choir. It's been 3 weeks since our last anthem. It feels like it's been longer than that. Our last anthem was All the Souls Who've Been Set Free. Then the kids sang when I was gone, and then the bells played for Mother's Day. Now we are back. This Sunday is Senior Sunday, and our anthem will be a charge for the seniors and a reminder for all of us of the great commission that Jesus gave his disciples. Go ye therefore, teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Lord. We have sung this anthem before on several occasions, the first being the groundbreaking ceremony for the Southwest campus. We sang it in a tent. Do you all remember? Time flies. Let's talk about the music. Form. The form of this piece is ternary form, or A-A-B-A. In other words, there is a text and melody that is sung 2 times, section A, first time and second time, then a contrasting text and melody sung only once, section B, followed by a restatement of section A. As I've said before, contrast is an important compositional technique in all kinds of music, whether small forms such as this anthem or large forms like symphonies, operas, or musicals. Also, the composer McDonald, who we know from other compositions, uses variation to keep the music interesting and moving forward. You'll see this in key changes, voice switching, and phrase extensions. And it's the voice switching I'd like to talk about right now because it could get confusing. So follow me. Section A. The first time we sing in unison, and it's clearly marked. Let's look right here in the music. You can see right there, unison voices on section A. All right? And then section B, the second time, women sing in the treble clef and men sing in the bass clef. And let's look at that. So, where is it? Yeah, there we go. Section A, this is the second time, women in the treble clef, and you can see right there, men, and I indicated it, okay, men in the bass clef. Okay, section B, at the beginning of section B, the men sing melody, and the women sing harmony. And then in the middle of section B, women sing melody and men sing harmony. Let's look at that just so you know exactly what's going on. Here we go. There's the beginning of section B, and it says they're melody, and the men will sing melody, okay? And then as we go over to the middle of section B, you can see right there it switches. It says right there that women are now singing the melody at measure 43, okay? Section A, the third time, this is on page 6, sopranos and tenors sing the top line, and altos and basses sing the bottom line. Then they switch back to normal at the middle of page 7. So let's look at that real fast so you can see those those indications. You see right there? It says right there, sopranos and tenors at measure 57 sing the top line together, and then altos and basses the bottom line. And then as we go to page 7, I indicate that things will switch back right here. Sopranos and altos then on the top line, the treble clef, and tenors and basses on the bottom line, which is now converted back to a bass clef. So look at the roadmap a little bit so those indications become clear to you. And then we finish the piece normally with the men in the bass clef and the sopranos in the treble clef. Okay, conducting. I will be conducting this piece in a slow 2 conducting pattern. And it's requested at the beginning of the music. If you look at the beginning of the music, it says the feel of this piece is in a slow 2. Now it's written in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the tempo necessitates a slow 2 pattern, or I'll look like a hyperactive conductor, more hyperactive than I already am. So it'll be kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ye therefore, teach all nations. It'll be clear I'm conducting. And as I recall, this is the way I've always conducted it, so it should not be a surprise to you. I just wanted you to be aware of this because we're not in person rehearsing it. Breathing and phrasing. Please pay careful attention to the breath markings I made and pay attention to the long phrases. And let's all try to be very accurate with these. And let's look at the first 2 pages so you know what I mean. Long phrases. As usual, I use squiggly arrows to indicate singing through long phrases. Let's look right here. We can see right here, go ye therefore, teach all nations. And then, of course, baptizing them, sing that phrase all the way to the end. Does it go down? No, it goes to the next page. Over here. All right? So those arrows are pretty clear. I use them throughout the piece. Okay? Now, this is the indication in the section A. And that pattern consists all the way through. All right, let's look at breath markings. I've added a rest, a quarter rest, in several measures, so there's a clear cutoff for a certain kind of breath. Let's look on this first page here. Okay, and you'll see this. This is this dotted note right here. Because I'm conducting in 2, it'll be easier for you to breathe on the 3rd beat. So for example, this would go, teach all nations, off. Baptizing them. So pay attention to that. So you cut off on the 3rd beat and you get more time to take a breath for this long phrase. Okay, and this kind of breathing cutoffs continue throughout the piece. There's one right there. I indicate the breath mark. And in other places as well. Just pay attention to that. Now I've got to note a hard phrase for the women. This is in section B, page 5, measure 52. 52? No, I'm sorry, 40. Yep, measure 42. Here we go. It's right here. You're singing a counter melody to the men. The men, as you can see at the bottom here, the men actually have the melody at this point, and then you sing this decorative line on top. And I'd like you to sing all the way through and take a quick breath right here, right after the word you. That's a quick breath. And then you're singing melody over here. Do your best to sing this in one breath. There's just no particular place that'll be good to breathe except after the word you. All right? And then you'll sing the melody down here. So that's probably the trickiest phrase in the entire piece. That's it for breathing and phrasing. Dynamics, we start the piece in mezzo piano. We increase to mezzo forte at the B section. And then throughout the B section, there's a crescendo at different places. And we finish the B section in forte. And then the last statement of A, we start forte all the way through until the last page, where we gradually decrescendo. It's actually the back page. And you can see here we finish at a mezzo piano. So we're going to pull it back there. So you can see the arc. We start mezzo piano. We grow through the piece, mezzo forte. Forte at the end of the B section. The restatement of section A, we start forte. And at the very end, that last 4 measures or so, we back down to a mezzo piano at the beginning of those last measures. Okay, video. It's been 3 weeks since you made a video. You may want to review the procedure and goals on the video recording instruction sheet, and I always email that when I send the music, and it's also in the description box of the conducting videos. You'll see links in the description box to the music and the video recording instruction sheet. And in general, remember to be about 2.5 or 3 feet, 2.5 feet away from the camera and the microphone, and make sure you frame your shot so your head's towards the top. There are still a couple people that I'm getting videos like this. Okay? Please take time to make sure your shot is framed. I need a little bit of the torso and the head in the picture, and try to get some good lighting, just like this, as best you can. All right. Enjoy making your video. I always look forward to assembling them together, to see your wonderful faces, to hear your wonderful singing and putting them together. And this is an important anthem. that we're offering to send off our graduating seniors, and to remind all of us of the commission that Jesus has given us. Have a great and blessed week. See ya.